It's the idiot check, it's the idiot check. Have we accounted for all those idiots yet? It's the idiot check, it's the idiot check. Oh yeah, we're all here.
Right. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Welcome back. Czech fans.
The Czechs.
The Czechoritos.
Czechoslovakian.
Oh.
What?
Check, please.
Check, please. It's good. This is a podcast you're listening to. It's called Idiot Check.
Regular
and
podcast.
I can't remember when the last one was. Hang on a minute.
Christmas.
Oh fuck! I thought we were on for like one a month then, but we're not.
No.
Shit.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Nearly.
I'm impressed we did manage the Christmas one though. That was, fairly sort of.
But that's sort of like now
organised.
it's like the obligatory hang out with the family at Christmas, isn't it? Like you just do it now. It's just part of like you got to do it.
It's doing the rounds.
It's also like who else does one at Christmas? Do you know what I mean?
Everyone.
Exactly. Also Adam and Joe. So we have to do exactly what they do all the time.
Exactly.
Which is do no prods apart from one a year. So even if we just do that, we're still forever mimicking. I've been listening to their feed, their old XFM.
Yeah.
It's like a podcast feed.
Podrot or whatever.
Yeah. And it's quite interesting to see. Apparently in 2007 you could still say spastic.
Oh, really?
Which seems, I don't know, I guess 2007 was quite a long time ago. Don't feel it.
What year is it now? 2020, and you've just said it.
Yeah, but, oh fuck.
Can you still?
Well, I was quoting.
You're supposed to say the S word, the SP
the
word.
S word.
The SPAC word.
Is that really true?
Yeah, but didn't they change it? They change it? Scope.
Well, that's what's hard to believe is that it was actually a genuine acronym for a charity, wasn't it? Which is quite hilarious.
It became so commonplace for people to be using it as a word of a derogatory term that they had to change their name to something that wasn't.
But they weren't using it They weren't using it as a joke. They were talking about a Channel 4 show that was called I Spasticus or something. which was like a joke show about like a comedy show about people with cerebral palsy or whatever.
That's different though.
But like I was like, it did shock me. I was like, oh gosh, can you say? There was no like it just went past like, oh yeah, there's a show called this. I was like, wow, 2007.
Yeah.
But I'm waiting for them to bring. I don't know when they bring Song Wars in, but it must be quite late because they're still not doing it. The show was pretty rubbish. The radio show.
You mean a bit like this when we don't have song Rumble in the Jingle?
Yeah, basically.
Like this one.
This episode, yeah. Rumble in the Jingle fans, you're going to have to wait.
You know what? We not only do we not have a Rumble in the Jingle on this episode, we've also not prepared anything or come up with anything to talk about on the old notes. So
but there's
this
loads
is
of
going to
stuff
be
on them.
completely off-road.
A lot's happened since the last step, hasn't it?
Do we need a move? This is good because Tom, maybe we should take another. Here's an idea: steal from Adam and Joe again, right?
Yeah,
and not just them because I feel like Ricky Gervais did this as well.
Sure,
it was like a movie, like a film-based one. So Adam and Joe early one, they did like what was it called? Celebrity Regression. It's called. Adam pretends to be characters from certain films, and then people phone in, they have to guess the film, and then Ricky did his stupid little reviews, which we sort of stole.
You did.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. But you're into films, Tom. You can do a little film thing, can't you? Put some effort in.
I Spasticus. Good.
Okay. Yeah.
Scope floats.
Scope
okay.
floats. Scope. But, just do a little film review and we have to guess the film. Go.
Mm-hmm. All right. What, do I describe it to you and then...
Yeah, but make it funny.
All right.
Make it good.
Well, I came up with this the other day, actually.
Did you?
Yeah, I tweeted it to someone. Hold on. Let me find this. I came up with a thing because I was basically trying to describe something to my bandmates. Mm-hmm. Is that the film where this? And it basically is like you basically dilute the film down to its sort of most basic level, but also in a kind of insulting way. So I think Philadelphia was Tom Hanks as a bit ill.
Right.
I think Godfather would be the one where the horse goes to bed.
Yep. Dude, that's
Good.
cryptic, I guess, isn't it? That's tricky.
That's a bit better, yeah. A bit rocky fella runs up some steps.
Yeah.
Yeah. Happy to run up steps.
Yeah. Sixth Sense, the one where Bruce Willis wears a wig.
Don't even remember. Did he wear a wig? Did he have hair?
He does have hair in that film, yeah.
Does he? Jesus.
Okay, I'll give you one that I won't give you the title. The one where he's his dad.
Star Wars.
Yes.
But which Empire Strikes Back? Had to get.
Yeah,
specifics.
it's just general Star Wars.
Just all the Star Wars. The one where he's his granddad. He's a granddad.
Yeah, more,
Star Wars.
the sheep are a bit quieter.
Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's not what happens in the film, though, is it?
No,
Yeah, it's
but
a good
that's...
point. Is it meant to be plot based or title
I
based?
don't think there's no rules at this point.
Okay, there's no rules.
Okay,
Tricky.
some guys do their job.
Uh,
You're not going to get this. Police Academy.
no, that's rubbish.
What?
That's awful. That's awful.
That could have been
Okay.
Ghostbusters.
Or how about
Could have
some
been
guys?
any film where
Maybe it
someone
should
does.
be some guys learn how to do their job. Because it's the police academy, innit? It's not just the police.
Yeah. I think that's still too broad.
Yeah, a
For
little
me.
You
bit.
should say
For
like
me.
the pig school or something.
Can
Can you say that?
Yeah. Dude looks like a lady.
that?
Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jordan gave me this one. I like this one. Two kids have a glass of water.
Two kids
Quite cryptic.
have a glass. Is this the title? Can you give us? Is it title or plot?
That's something that happens in the film.
Oh, two kids have a glass of water.
Oh, God.
I'll give you a clue. It's Paul's favourite film.
E.T. What?
Is
No.
it? Is that your favourite?
Oh, Jurassic Park.
Jurassic Park.
Is it?
Is it Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
Two kids
What?
have a glass.
There's that bit with the water shakes in the van, isn't it? And there's two kids in it.
That's,
It's tricky. That is tricky.
yeah.
Say two. I might have got it with two kids in a car with a glass. No, I wouldn't have got that. I wouldn't have got it. Yeah.
No.
What about the one where he must be looking at him? Or you must be looking at him?
The Visible Man.
Taxi driver.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah. Sorry, not the Invisible Man.
See what
Different.
you think you can come up. Can you come up with now?
I've got
like,
one.
off the-
I've got one.
Go on, go for it.
It's a very new film,
All right.
so it depends. I don't know if you've seen it yet, but it's kind of obvious. But Daniel Craig has an American stroke.
Knives Out.
Yeah, correct.
Yeah. Because the thing is, if you start with the actor's name,
Well, yeah, it's tricky. innit?
like the Philadelphia one,
That's what I was going to say.
it's it cuts it down too easy.
Good film, though.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Very good.
Although I felt like the twist was underwhelming. More underwhelming that I think I had high expectations, and when the twist came, I was like, it okay.
I like the twist. Well, I didn't see it coming, so
I'd like to see another one in that series. I think they might do more.
Yeah, they've said they will.
Mm.
You should see it, Paul. It's very good.
Will do, mate.
I suspect foul play. Or
Yeah, it's
something
good.
like that, isn't it?
That's my joke, you see, Paul, because he has like his very American slow
Like a southern
drawl. So it
drawl.
sounds like he sounds like he's had a stroke.
Yeah.
But an
Okay.
And
American.
he also kind of looks like he's had a stroke, but I think that's just his face now.
Yeah, he looks a bit like Voldemort. His eyes.
Does he?
Well, he's got these like white eyes. He probably aren't white eyes because I know he has blue eyes, but they look really kind of scary in that film.
I feel like his face looks a little bit like one of those folded paper game things that you'd go choose a section, choose a color. Like one of those, but like
Yeah.
a fleshy one of those. That's kind of what Daniel Craig's face looks
true.
like nowadays.
Yeah, it's very inflated.
Yeah,
and
and like
crumbly.
pointy at the same time.
But he doesn't look like that in the trailer for the James Bond. So maybe he just had a
CGI'd his face back in.
yeah. He maybe just had a
Yeah,
sort
they
of
de-aged him like the Irishman.
good point.
Mm.
Good point. Can't trust anything now.
No, it's
Can't even
true.
trust your eyes. You got any film things, Paul? Got any ideas? Clues?
Special needs guy goes jogging.
Is it Forrest Gump, maybe?
Yeah.
That's good. That's good.
Wow.
Lucky that my willy's all small and humble, so you don't confuse it with a big one.
How many times have we tried to do a pod along to a film and then just given up?
It's useless. This was such a stupid
Couple
idea.
times,
I mean,
We were going to do a commentary that people could watch along.
Yeah.
Imagine that. Imagine
Yeah.
people like not just listening to this like whilst commuting or something, setting out a portion of their day to set up their DVD player or whatever.
To watch,
Synchronise
and
it,
why
synchronise
would they
it.
just watch the film rather than listening to us talking about the film?
Because we'll make it better. Easter eggs, insights into the making of.
We don't know anything
on.
about the making of it. We didn't make it
Yeah.
though. We just I know
We did
some
try.
things.
We did try Star Wars: Force Awakens, didn't we?
Yeah,
And
we
we just
didn't
said
get
stuff
very
like,
far, did we?
"Oh, there's the."
Did we release that? No. Did you get through it?
No, we tried, and then we just. I think that was going to be like our second episode or something.
We hardly got anywhere in it. I
No.
think we didn't do the whole film.
I reckon there is definitely at least a podcast which is only does that, which is like, oh, look, we're going to watch this and talk about it in real time.
But I feel like now it's gotten to a point where podcasts are like sexual fetishes. There's one for everything.
What are you listening to? Oh, yeah, that's true.
What's this for?
Well,
Well, and there's stuff for nothing too.
Still counts.
yeah, people who get off on nothing.
On wasting time. It's a fetish for wasting time and
Yeah.
filling your like silence of your life with vacuous nonsense.
It's a fetish of listening to three other men waste their time.
Yeah. Wonder what we could be achieving in the 3 hours we spent.
This is the most productive I've been all day. This podcast right now.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
worrying. It's worrying, isn't it?
But it's Sunday and it's stormy outside, so
It
it's
is
like
stormy.
I'm resigning to the house, and this is
Stormy.
going to be, you know.
I haven't had a good storm in a while. Been windy. It's actually been windy. That's been quite exciting.
You get earthquakes.
I
and
like
that,
a bit
don't
of. Well, yeah, one. We've had one,
No, disappointing.
and that was quite scary. But then everyone just goes back to normal and goes, "Yeah, it's fine."
What's the protocol for when an earthquake happens? Door frame under a table?
I think it's
Bunker?
It's pretty full on.
Is it?
Well, but yeah, have all this like gallons and gallons of water in your house all the time. Like it's mostly like prep
Right.
stuff, but yeah, have like bin bags for putting over your
Right.
toilet seat, so you can shit into the bin bag because
No.
the sewage won't work. The sewage won't be working. The systems and
So
we won't have any water.
It's like a doggy bag kind of thing.
Well, yeah, as you're saying that's the worst thing people don't think about. It's like you'll be in your house for fucking weeks, probably,
Yeah.
if there was a big one. And so it's like hygiene and stuff like that. Is something.
So is it like a non-practical joke version of putting cling film over the toilet bowl?
yeah. So that's actually quite.
Well, you
handy.
could do that and inject a little bit of fun
in an
into it
emergency
as well.
situation. That's quite good. But yeah, you're supposed to have all this shit.
That's more for like the aftermath, though. But I'm talking about when
When it's
like
when
what
it's
do you
all
do
rumbling.
to protect yourself whilst it's
happening.
going
yeah.
off.
I think you're supposed to go under a table and stuff, or
That's what I was thinking.
But door frame is bullshit. Apparently, door frame is
Is it?
bullshit. Yeah.
I thought that was the safest place.
No.
I guess the middle of the room is probably not a good place to be because it's surely the ceiling in the middle where there's no supports. Is that a bad place to be sort of
Yeah, I think
cowering under?
Potentially, yeah.
Just I think under a desk or under a table but you don't run outside. Don't run
I
outside.
think what I would do is probably run outside to
No,
my car and drive
don't do
to near water. But, yeah.
Because you're actually the worrying thing is that you'll be like you think that shit is just shaking and stuff and falling on you, but if you went outside, you wouldn't be able to walk. Like you'd be thrown around. That's the freakiest thing.
Oh,
Like the
God.
actual the actual ground is shaking. That's what the earthquake is. Did you know that? But like, yeah, you'd be thrown around. Everything would be cracking, and it's quite scary, but it's kind of cool. It'd be cool.
Depends how good your balance is.
No, it doesn't.
I think you find it does. Take a little stroll out and use
Tom's going to go parkouring.
Skills.
He's going to go parkour across the cracks in the earth, across the fault line.
Yeah, I'll take you on. Ground.
Come
on, ground. Show me what you got, ground.
Yeah.
Which natural disaster would you most like to witness from a safe vantage point?
I think probably a tsunami. Right. If you could not be, if we're not thinking about the fatalities, you're just thinking about the actual nature, the feat of nature, then I think I'd like to see a tsunami. Something fascinating about you, like in Interstellar, the bit where he goes, "Oh, look at those mountains over there," and then someone goes, "They ain't mountains," and it's like, "Oh God, it's a wave," and then they have to get away.
Right,
that's cool, isn't it?
Like a big giant,
something quite scary and sort of foreboding and impressive about that.
What about a twister, a big one?
That would be kind of cool.
I saw a little one when I was in the States. You just see you're driving along, and then a little one in a field just like twizzling away, just like do 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 do, just like just doing mind its own business. No one gives a shit. It's just sort of twisting away in the air, but it's quite interesting to me.
It's weird because it only seems to affect like gates and cows, doesn't it?
Gates.
You only ever see a cow in a tornado.
It's true, or a fence post, or something. Yeah.
Or Helen Hunt. She's in Twister, right?
Oh yeah.
Can't remember.
Maybe. I don't have much knowledge of that film.
Good movie. It's got.
Is that the one with Sam Neill in it? Which one's? Didn't he do a twistery one?
Isn't it Bill?
Bill Pullman. Is it?
Oh,
Paxman. God,
it might be Bill Paxman. Jeremy Paxman? Is it Jeremy Paxman?
Is it?
Jeremy Paxman.
No, but there is a young early on in his career Philip Seymour Hoffman in that film.
Remember that, yeah.
Playing just a goof.
Twister. Jesus. I say most natural disasters are invisible, aren't they? That's why the tsunami is quite fun, because you're literally seeing something, whereas like a hurricane's just a bit of wind in it. Just a bit of wind. Earthquake, just a bit of cracking. Like you're only seeing its effect.
Volcano eruptions, quite good.
Yeah, that's quite cool.
Like Dante's Peak.
Dante's Peak, yeah. Do you remember when their grandma had to go out and push?
And then she loses her legs, go all daft.
Yeah, but she lasted quite long, I think.
Yeah.
Didn't she?
She did, yeah. I mean,
because I think realistically, you'd get straight in there and it'd be like, "Oh fuck it! I'm sorry, I can't even push you. I've sacrificed myself, but I can't even push you.
Yeah,
this
it'd be like
helped nobody."
Like when you lower yourself into a bath and you think it's going to be fine because you put your hand in it, it's like, "Oh, that's all right, I can handle that." And as soon as you put your legs in, it's like, "Oh, I've made a mistake."
Yeah. No, she wouldn't have had the being able to push them across the. What is it? A river?
Also, I appreciate the sentiment of I'm the oldest here. I've lived the longest. I'll sacrifice myself. But at the same time, you should be thinking about the fact that you're probably the least suitable person to push a boat.
No, exactly.
You old hag.
Doesn't have the strength. Yeah.
Sorry, Grandma.
Get Bron on it.
Shouldn't you be pretty good in a disaster scenario?
Which of us three do you think would be the best in disaster scenario?
Probably Tom.
Probably you, mate. Because you've got the Harrison Ford.
You can climb up rocks and shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you think would be the worst?
Probably Luke.
What?
Because there wouldn't be. You'd have to the tech wouldn't be that helpful. You wouldn't be able to tech your way out of it. There wouldn't be a Mac product. Apple product that would help you.
This is outrageous.
And I suppose if it's a tsunami or a volcano, then it would take quite a long time for the water or magma to reach Paul's head. So
yeah,
good point.
Even with a volcano, at least my head will be.
You'd be like
survive.
The Iron Giant carrying people through the through the lava.
Yeah.
To be
Just
honest,
burning
Paul,
your ankles. Just burning your ankles.
you probably should have been the one to get out of the boat and
Yeah,
push.
true.
Yeah. Because that would just get me up to my shins. I'll still be
Yeah.
functional after that, yeah.
Who needs shins? Who needs shins?
That's true.
Anyway?
I'll be blown over immediately in a hurricane, though. Immediately. The second that hurricane kicks
Straight
off,
on your
I'm
arse.
straight on the floor, yeah. unless you could sort of fashion me into a kind of sail.
You're all good with your jokes, with your tech, but I'd be
Yeah.
the one with the solar-powered battery chargers and shit ready to go and stuff. So
But
for
then
the
if-
radio
Right.
and all that on the torches and stuff. Yeah.
Right.
And then you'll be go, oh Luke, so can we borrow your radio, your torch? No, fuck off, because it's tech and you can fucking do it yourself without any tech. Yeah.
Yeah, but the wind
So you
would blow
slag
your
me off.
coffee away.
Well, that'd be a
Then
problem.
you'd be able to start the day.
That would be a problem.
Hold on tight. I'm getting it, guys. Here I go. No, this is not nice. It's really not pleasant. Oh, that's smart. Stingy. Stingy. Little bit stingy. This was a mistake. This was a mistake. This was a mistake. Oh, I'm dead.
What about, okay, so we got a boat, been a tsunami, and there's a
Yeah.
boat. It's a sort of, it's an interesting tsunami because it's a volcanic tsunami, yeah?
Wow.
And there's a boat, the little tin boat.
So you can't go in the water or you're dead, basically,
You
right?
can't go in the water, but there's only space for two.
Okay. So we have to go? I would be
So who you
better to
saying
have in there
that
because of this.
We've got together for a rehearsal for the Idiot Check live show,
Yeah.
and this natural disaster's happened. Tom,
And it's a volcanic tsunami.
who are you letting in on the boat?
Wow.
Whoa,
I feel-
this is tricky.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like obviously I'm going to be.
Yeah.
in the
Why
boat.
is? Why? Hang on a minute. Why has Tom got the choice for starters?
Well, hang on, mate. Who would have the boat in the first place?
We found a boat. We found a boat. kept
Mike
together.
Lord's little dinghy. Mike Lord's
Yeah, it's
little...
Mike Lord's dinghy.
Okay, let's change it then. Who's Mike Lord going to let on the boat?
No, he's dead.
Mike
He's
Lord
dead.
has
He's dead.
perished. He's perished.
Right. Well, in that case, whoever doesn't get in the boat can float on Mike Lord.
No, the idea is, I imagine, to sort of put forward your reasoning on why you should be allowed in the boat over anyone else.
Right.
Yeah. Go on.
So I would say I have sailed before.
Okay.
I did some sailing as a youngster
Did you?
in a one of those little ones that that you do at the quay or whatever, little one-man boats. So
Yeah.
I've done that. So I would be good at sea. So
I'm going to
Go on.
I'm going to do the old switcheroo and say, guys, leave. I shouldn't be in the boat. You guys go on ahead. I'm so sacrificial and amazing and what a great guy. Thus,
Yeah.
then showing that I should actually be in the boat. That's what happens in the films.
Is it too late?
if Luke said that to you, Paul,
Yeah.
what would you say? You'd be like, all right, cheers, see you later.
Cheers, mate. Yeah.
But everyone watching the show.
Sorry,
would be
Luke.
going,
We've
you
started
lose
to
the
sail
best.
away, and you can't really hear what you're saying anymore.
Guys.
Well, I'll be wearing a trench coat, and Tom will be using me as a sail when the hurricane winds kick in
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah.
We'll be off in a jiffy,
Serious,
and we'll
mate,
be sat there
think about
calling for an
stupid
Uber.
net, because there's
if you were really sacrificing yourself for us, you would let us eat you.
well, you can
That's
do that.
true.
Yeah. All right.
There's no boat that can fit 2 people that can't fit 3 people. All right, so the whole
Well,
thing's
no, because
moot.
it's actually,
Unless it's is it a one-person boat and you're squeezing in 2?
you squeeze into one on top of the other.
Yeah, because we can all just lie down on top of each other.
That's why Paul's the sail. It's a one-man boat. And he has to literally be part of the boat in order to be on board.
Paul's the pole.
Yeah.
Yeah, the fucking pole, not a pole.
Pole steel.
We're murdering the boat.
So we're all getting
special
on the boat then?
jargon. Yeah,
Pretty much.
yeah, come on.
Yeah,
All right,
team. The squadron never dies.
Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
We're gonna die. Let's die together.
Yeah, we could do an ep on the boat. That'd be good.
But yeah, because Luke would obviously, being a techie guy,
Yeah, I will have my,
he'd have
still
all
get
his
stuff.
recording equipment on him.
Still get all the emails.
Some lapel mics and a portable version of Pro Tools.
Yeah.
software, mate. So it's portable software.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
And as is tradition, all lapel mics would be great, other than mine.
Yeah.
Yours will be picking up loads of
shitty
ambience,
one.
loads of.
There'll be so much C on my mic.
The spurning screams of all the other people around us.
Yeah, then Paul would have to edit it out in the edit, even though. Well, you'd have to borrow some software off Luke, I guess.
You can borrow
it's
it.
not. The PC is not compatible with the end of the world, unfortunately.
Yeah, I wonder which computer would last. Oh, whatever. That's good.
Spirits move me every time I'm near you, whirling like a cyclone in my mind. Could it be magic? No!
Emails? Got any emails?
No. Oh wait, no, we do.
Do we?
Actually,
For
hold on,
fuck's
I'll
sake.
look it.
Can't be that good
I
then.
think we got one email.
That's all you need to have an email section.
Okay, so this is from Rebecca Betcherer. She says, "Hello everyone. I just came across a very strange article about Gwyneth Paltrow selling vagina-scented candles.
Yeah.
Yes, you read that right. Candles scented with the smell of her vagina. And they sold out in an instant. Now I would like to hear your opinion on a candle like that. Also, what kind of scented candle would you sell? Or what would your jingle for Gwyneth's candle sound like?" Lots of love from Germany, Rebecca.
I did hear about that.
I heard about this as well. I mean, I don't really have much opinion on her selling a vagina-scented candle. That's all right, if you want to do that. I'm not going to buy it.
You'd want to get a sample first, wouldn't you?
Yeah, of the real deal. Do you mean? What? Well, how do you know? How do you know it's like when you buy the pubic hair of some footballer off eBay, right? Which you've all done.
Oh,
and
yeah.
in a little.
Or the blood of Christ.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or a fart in a jar.
You want some kind of certificate, and maybe picture evidence that.
So you want
You did
her
indeed
to prove it.
You'd want a lot of information. You'd want the last bath she had, and close to when the scent was taken.
What?
Well, you don't know if she's just been for a jog, do you? Do you know what I mean?
You could just call Brad Pitt and ask him.
So hang on, what do you only want it if it's a clean?
What?
What are you saying? You want to know
maybe
how
she's doing
clean?
a range.
How
I want to
clean
know how quickly how soon, how close to the scent extraction was her last wash.
Why? Because
you don't want it. Well, you don't want it. Come on. She might have gone for a little jog around the park or something.
Right. Okay. You think people are buying it because they want a pleasurable smell, a pleasant. I feel like I'd be disappointed if I bought that and it was just like a kind of subtle.
Oh, you want it to be minging, do you?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it was like it was $75. I feel like you want a smell, at least.
Well, yeah. No, I wouldn't want it. No, but it would go to
For your money, get your money's
scent.
worth.
Would you want thing is though, no matter who it is, would you want a candle that
think it does
emanates
matter who it is.
smell for the around the whole room? A scented candle is what it's for, to make a whole room smell like anyone's private parts.
Well, people obviously do.
Nah, maybe.
Probably
You're
not.
right. No.
But maybe we should, we need merch ideas, so maybe we should do.
It's a bit like the bathwater, isn't it? The
for
Asian
the
Idols
It's a good
bathwater.
point.
It's
It's a good point.
It's all just smelling stuff that's been in bits where you wouldn't necessarily think to go.
Yes.
I mean,
How many
people-
did she have? She sold out, but how many did she have for sale?
I don't think it was
Candle-wise.
loads. I don't think it was.
I was going to say
loads.
because I suppose you can't generate enough. How are they extracting the scent? Any idea?
I don't know. You heard of the band Saxon?
I
Saxondale.
think so.
No, Saxon. They're a metal band from like up north, but they've been going for years. They're like kind of like, you know, classic rock, kind of cock rock stuff, you know, like
right.
But they're, you know, they do well in Germany and stuff. They've been going for years. Lots of people in the metal community know they are, but they rehearse at the studio I work at, and they gave us as a present a bit of their merch, which was a leather chaps scented candle.
Wow. Brand new leather chaps, or
well, actually, to be honest, it was just leather scented, but because of them, I mean, well, it's obviously leather chaps, isn't it? You're famous.
That makes
for
you think of
wearing
the
leather
arse, though,
trousers.
doesn't it?
Yeah,
makes you think of the arse. Yeah, because it could be any bit the leather, but if it's the bit that's been rubbing up against the arse, especially with the kind of poses that they've probably been striking.
Well, here's interesting.
What do you think?
What do you theorise? Because I
you
feel
have to
like
list what's on their rider. Go on.
I would have assumed with a lot of these extracting smells, there's no way of actually extracting a smell. Let's just say that there isn't, and you have to you have to basically create it out of other smells. What would you be like? Natural smells, not actually like if you wanted to make the leather chaps have a hint of where. what are we adding? You know, what herbs are we adding?
Or maybe if you're going to do it, that you wouldn't add anything. You would just do to it whatever you wanted it to smell
No,
like.
but you can't do that because it's like we're talking about an actual product that has to pass like standards, but it has to still smell of shit, of shitty. Like, how do you
basically want it to
smell?
smell like someone's wiped their arse on it, but you don't want someone to wipe their arse on it?
Yeah,
but you don't go wipe. That's too heavy. It's just got to be like skiddies, isn't it?
Okay. Okay.
What is it? Is
So
it
what
like a kind of? Is it like is it a mustard? A mustardy type thing?
I don't know.
That's what I'm saying. Let's spitball it. What do you think?
Wait, think about it. Right. Okay, Saxon. Right. What's likely to be on their rider?
Probably like pepperami,
pepperami, Twiglets,
Twiglets,
beef jerky,
turkey Twizzlers,
beer,
prawn cocktail,
strong beer, porter beers, and
probably a couple of cases of Trooper. Jack Daniels.
They're going to be sweaty as well from coming off stage.
So
that's going to be
add a bit of salty.
You're going to need some vinegar. That's all I'm saying for the sweaty, some sort of white wine vinegar kind of thing. Maybe even
sea salt, white wine vinegar. Maybe. Well, how would you get the kind of?
I think you're going to have some.
How would you get the heat?
Oh, you just going to have some chili, some kind of chili essence.
Can you imagine the heat generated by a pair of leather trousers? No, there's not very much ventilation there, is there?
Pepper.
If you've just tuned in, this is the Idiot Check podcast, episode 43, and we're talking about what would contribute to the skiddies on a metal band's leather chaps. There are literally thousands of reasons to head down to your local Boots chemist today. Are you sick and tired of bland, generic-smelling oxygen? Enter the Celebrity Whiffs and Wafts range.
Crikey, Your Majesty, have you just been for a jog?
That's right, we have hundreds of smell and mirror and scented candles in stock today. Hooey! Busy day at the Fight Club, was it?
You bet.
Exclusive in store from this Friday, Brad's Pitt's Roll-On Reodorant.
Woof! Somebody's dropped the kids off. Smells like somebody's been eating brains or something.
Nailed it. Anthony Plopkin's 100% organic fabric softener is 50% off until April.
Gor blimey, one young wizard's balls have finally dropped.
Daniel's Nadwith Bath Bomb is 2 for 1 in selected stores.
Oh no. It stings a bit.
And don't leave before you've had a snort on Judy's stench.
Oh, that's really rank.
Some of the many reasons to drop into Boots today.
That smells so bad.
Well, the initial question was, I would like to hear your opinion on the candle, like that. So that's what we talked about. We've done that.
Yeah.
And also, what kind of scented candle would you sell?
I didn't really give my opinion on it.
What's your opinion?
That's great. Sounds great.
Brilliant.
What was this? What did you say?
What kind of scented candle would we sell?
Ooh.
So Paul for Paul. So I guess if we're not doing one, we could either sell a candle that is like sums up this podcast, or we could sell a candle, 3 candles that each encompass each of us.
That combine to make a sort of Megazord smell. Maybe individually, they're kind of rancid, but when you put them together,
for some reason it works.
Yeah, they have to offset each other.
It's like a fart, a piss, and a burp. Isn't it? What would they all smell together? That would be quite interesting.
Which one's which?
Well, I'm not saying that's necessarily what ours is, but it'd be
I don't want any of those.
It'd be an interesting experiment to smell those together and see if it isn't half nice. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I think yours might be fart anyway, Luke.
Yeah, it might probably.
Is that like the 3 wrongs make a right kind of thing?
Yeah.
This would be a sort of like a farte. Does that mean like cafe farte? Is that good?
Cafe
like a thing, a sort of coffee fart, a little sort of
a flat shite,
a crappuccino.
Yeah,
a flat shite.
I've literally just said that, Paul. Have you just stolen a joke on me?
Oh, did you say that?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't hear it.
But you didn't. Neither of you laughed when I said it.
Okay.
You're not funny, mate. You're not funny.
Well, maybe Tom, yours could be a smell that just sort of no one really notices.
No one. No.
Literally, it'd be like gas.
What, so
gas doesn't naturally have a smell.
Why does it have
deadly.
to be a fart? Why does our smell have to be farts?
No,
It could be
Luke's does.
anything.
Luke's is definitely a fart.
Yeah, but hang on. Could be anything, but how many smells really are there when you drill down into it?
Yeah,
that isn't doesn't just come back to farts. I mean, a fart is sort of the amalgamation of all smells.
It's sort of like the white noise of smells.
It's all
the smells
you've
all the
ingested.
time.
All food, right, is a fart essentially, because when you eat it, you fart afterwards. So like, you can take out all food smells, and what's left? Flowers. I mean, who gives a fart? You want to pick a flower, are you, as a smell, or the ocean breeze?
I suppose also, if you ever smell any perfume, you're usually going to be somewhere where either people are or people have been, and so the likelihood that someone's done a fart somewhere near you, somewhere time whilst you're smelling that perfume is very high. So technically, whatever you're smelling, that's nice. Really, you're smelling Sauvage by Johnny Depp, but also a huge guff from the guy behind you.
I don't know about you guys, but if there's one place I feel very, very safe to fart, it's the perfume section of a department store.
That's true.
In fact, I duck in there when I...
Yeah. It's like, Hannah, I just need to pop in here for a quick fart.
Hannah, do you need to get anything from Boots? Because I do.
What's that smell? What was fucking Christian Dior, probably. Don't know, the new Davidoff. Don't look at me.
Oh, really? This is interesting and amusing.
Idiot check.
But what is your favourite smell, do you think? If you had to, off the top of your head, just say, what smell do you like, Tom?
Vanilla?
Wow, that is a very Tom Heron...
What, because it's literally used as a verb for meh?
It's the default, when you make the FIFA default player, that is the default scent.
Yeah, but people like it.
Yeah.
It's true. It's the reason why it's default, all right? It's just...
the reason why people like me.
Everyone likes it. But what about you, Paul?
Oh, I don't know. Cool original Doritos.
They do have a good smell, actually.
Yeah.
They're the worst Doritos.
No, disagree. They're good.
I'd say the cheesy ones are the worst.
Why would you want your crisps to taste like cool?
Cool.
Why do they call it that? They're not cool.
They're called something else in America.
It tastes like water. Cool original flavour. Water.
I like Cool Original as like a baseline for like dipping. They're the best dipping one. You know, because you just go...
Correct.
You can just taste the hummus or the guac or whatever you're dipping it into.
Yeah. If you're going chili heat wave, that's got too much of a...
yeah, too much. There's too much going on.
Same with the cheese.
I think it's called Cool Ranch in America.
Right.
Doritos
Don't know what that
Cool
means.
Ranch.
If you really want to have just the dip be the flavour, then you just get like plain,
Ready salted.
lightly salted tortilla chips, don't you?
I bloody love ready
Yeah.
salted crisps.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do as well.
I've got a lot of time for that. My favourite smell. Thanks for asking. I don't know actually. It's a really good question. I don't know actually. I mean, I do like the smell of my own farts. I'm not gonna deny that.
Do you?
Yeah, sometimes, not all the time.
I've smelt them, man. They're fucking rancid.
What the fuck? Yeah, they're just normal. It's normal.
They're not normal.
They
They're
are
quite
normal.
No,
normal.
there's some. They're going through some kind of process, isn't there?
Sort of
I don't know what it is. I've been in a tour
extra
van with you, and you've dropped the kids off, and it fucked me.
some kind of
It's the distribution as well that you should be proud of. It's just how quickly it.
He's very
sort of,
generous.
dissipates. Yeah,
Generous man.
portions.
IDIOT, CHECK, PODCAST. IDIOT, CHECK, PODCUNT. Hang on, what?
I was thinking, because obviously we've not really got anything to talk about really, because we haven't prepared anything. But the last time I saw Paul in the flesh, which is quite a long time ago now, me and Paul went to see some bloke with ginger hair that we kind of know, his gig. And before the gig, obviously me and Paul went for a catch-up. Just basically, whenever me and Paul have a catch-up and drink some beers, we just sort of talk about how great the podcast is, just between ourselves, because that's the only people who really care about it.
yeah, because no one else.
We're big
agrees.
fans.
That's good.
Biggest fans of the podcast, me and Paul. And we were just like, we were looking through our notes. If you ever look through your notes, you know, if you're someone who just sort of notes things down every now and then, which I do and Paul does, you write something down, you forget about it, then you note something down, you forget about it. And we just looked going through our notes, and some of the stuff that was in there was just like completely mental.
Oh, God,
especially
yeah.
if you're a musician, or Luke, for example, who's often writing lyrics. I imagine there's a lot of mental shit in there as well.
Yeah.
Right? So I
should
thought it
probably-
might be quite fun to have a look down your notes and just read anything out that you think is funny.
Good
Oh, I
idea.
thought you were talking about the pod topic notes. 'Cause I was just looking through those, going, "What?" The
Oh
fuck?
no, your personal phone notes.
Oh, okay.
So, for example, I'll start us off. I've just had a little scroll down, and I've put reality show ideas. I don't know whether this is, because I can't remember doing this, I don't know whether this is for the podcast or just something I decided to note down. But reality show ideas. Holy matrimony. Don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know. There's no explanation
it.
to that. To have and to hove.
Yep. Quite a lot of marriage stuff, isn't it?
Yeah, so this is all marriage based. Something borrowed, brackets, from someone from Blue, close brackets.
I like it.
Yeah. So that's just one example of weird shit that you just write down. Oh, here's
Good. They're just good ideas.
Here's another one. So, do you remember when we did the Wimbledon jingles?
Yeah.
So, often if I'm going to write down lyrics for those, I'll write them in my notes. And I don't think I didn't go with this in the end, but my original lyrics for that, or ideas for that, were, I'm a ball boy, I like balls. I watch the matches and I see the close calls. I'm Wimbledon, done. Henman Hill, Murray Mound, where's the shrine to ball boys found? They never say thank you for the balls. New balls, please. That's my cue to bring a ball and a towel to you. They hit the balls at me. Look at me when I give you a ball.
What the fuck?
And then I ended up with just, thank you for the balls, those endless balls, those yellow balls you hand me. Thank you for the ball.
That's really good.
Pretty good, man.
Yeah. So
I want to hear that. I want to hear that song.
maybe I'll make that into jingle just now.
Yeah, you should. You should.
But anyway, is there anything? Have you given you time to have a look at your notes?
I'm
that
just
could maybe
having a
find
look.
Something weird shit.
It's not a lot of stuff. There must
Come
be
on,
something. 'cause I used to
Paul.
write some
You
shit
gave me some when we were talking about this. You must have some in your locker there.
All right. For reality shows, yeah?
Well,
That's what I've
no.
got.
It's just anything. Yeah. But if that's something.
Well, yeah, but I've got this for that. Yeah,
oh, great.
I've got,
Well, maybe we did talk about it on the podcast then, or we were going to, and we never did. So
we were going to, and we never did.
Go for it. What's yours?
I had none born every minute, which was a nun being born every minute. 24 hours in police custard. That's where you get criminals and you put them in a vat of custard.
That's brilliant.
Those, if you can work your way out, you are immune from the law. You have immunity. Line of booty. I haven't got a thing for that, but that's pretty good.
These all police-related ones. This is great.
Woggle box.
What's that? Is that for
have I put here?
scouts?
Yeah, Boy Scouts made to watch an actual box as if it's telly. If they fail, their woggle will be tightened up in 3 stages. The third stage lies likely to cause death. Might have to be 18 plus actors playing scouts. That's quite
brilliant.
good.
That's brilliant.
Yeah,
I used to be a
pitch
scout
that.
and have a woggle, so this means a lot to me. That's great.
They're all puns as well. Finding Gary Neville Land.
That's good.
3, I've put here. I haven't read this, so this might need editing. 3 families compete to find Gary Neville's secret ranch in the Lancashire countryside to win an evening with his brother, the England women's football manager, Phil.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's really
that's
good.
that.
That's
basically.
brilliant. I've just found one which is a TV. It's just on a similar theme of cops, but this was like some character names I came up with for a cop show, a 70s cop show. Actually, some of these were helped out by Jordan, but Detective Toby Carvery is the lead in this. Detective Toby Carvery. Yeah, and he's got a couple of bobbies on the beat. Mince and Onions, Alan Mince and Jeff Onions. They always have pints.
It's good.
Yeah, they always have pints in their hands at all times. So if you're in the car, it's like sploshing about and that. But you know,
So it's like
always got
thingy
pints.
from Trailer Park Boys.
Yeah.
Julian.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
But with pints, and they're doing like policeman's work, and then they're all over. Seen by Commissioner Darren Waistband.
Oh, you just got that. That's good.
I like it.
Is that a bit like Barren Wasteland?
Exactly.
Is that
It's
what you-
exactly
like
like that.
It's
Yeah,
exactly
I thought so.
like
I
it.
thought so. I was just checking that I was clever.
I can't remember the name of the.
Well,
Well, that needs to happen. Look, Tom, I'm into my radio plays. Let's collab.
Oh yes.
Yes.
You bring the content, and I can make it happen for you.
Yes.
AKA for you.
For you
is great.
and you
Toby
and
Carvery, mince and onions. I like it.
Can I go where you go? Can we always be this close? Forever and ever and ever. Take me out, take me home. You're my. Oh, you're my. Darling, you're my lover.
Oh, that's cool. That's a cool note. It's hard to describe.
Go on.
Oh, it's an emoji. It's like a picture made up of emojis of someone ejaculating onto some various people's heads.
Did you make it?
No, so I sent it to you. I think someone must have sent it to me, and I thought that's brilliant.
Keeper.
I've just got a couple of ones here. I've just written down sturdy shoes. That's it. And then also on its own as well,
Sturdy shoes.
A splash of tepid.
Oh,
That's it.
Any
Nothing,
ideas? What that fucking
No idea
meant?
what that means. No.
For fuck's sake, Luke, what on earth is that?
It's good, isn't it? It's
What on
good.
earth is that?
Are you able to put that in the
I think this might have to be the pod.
I don't know
the
how,
pod
but
image.
yeah, probably pop it in there. Oh, the pod
In the
image. I don't know about that.
description. Can you do it in the description?
Oh yeah, probably.
Oh yeah, that'll be the description. It'll just be that, right?
Yeah,
Sure.
it's a sort of
No, that'd be
ginormous man with a humongous penis jizzing water over a policeman, a schoolboy, and a bald man.
Here's a good lyric. The daylight licks my face. Heard about that? The daylight licks my face.
Did
Is
you
that
put
one?
that?
Is that in
Didn't go
your
anywhere.
notes?
Yeah.
I mean, that's only the song that could have been
I know.
Hunger.
Quite good.
The daylight licks my face. I suppose it's meant to be like
Surely
a dog,
that's-
but
That's the next album name, surely.
lick my face. I was in hell again, maybe just for the weekend to visit a friend. So
That's deep. That's deep. The best part of that,
That's like Excalibur.
is that it's, yeah, the best part of that is that it's completely sincere and trying to write something
True.
good.
well, no,
That's
mate.
why
It's
it's
all
so
just
funny.
ideas. You can't judge. You can't judge. You know, at this stage, you're just putting shit on the page, mate.
Yeah, that's what Lewis Hamilton thought when he was writing his poem about Diana.
Yeah, that's true.
Until we read it on this podcast
Well,
and revealed
yeah,
it for
but
the shit it was.
But you don't put this shit out there. That's the difference.
That's it,
What I
yeah.
just did, I guess. But oh, this is a good joke. I don't know. Maybe we talked about this in the pod. Or, I don't know. But I wrote, some people like coffee without milk. Some like it with. I prefer the latte.
It's good, that. It's good.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's a good joke. That's
It's
a good joke.
I've got summer jingle. I've just written, Shinta is coming.
Here's a good one. Chat up lines. I don't think you care about climate change. And they go, what? Yeah, I do. Well, you're so hot, you're melting the polar ice caps.
Oh, wow. Why have you got shut up lines on your phone?
I don't know.
That's an insult, if anything.
You're negging girls.
You're sweating. You're sweating.
Why
You are sweating everywhere.
Why
and
have you got-
It's affecting the environment.
shut up lines in your phone?
You're sweating.
How far back have you gone in your notes?
That was 2018. That wasn't
Wow.
even
I've written down Live Aid, more like Dead Aid. That's it.
Wow. Deep.
None of these
Pretty
have
dark.
any explanation to them at all. They're just strong and stable, something and floppy.
This is all stuff we could be using, Tom. Don't give it all away.
Oh, I had a t-shirt idea. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Go on.
Which was I'll show you the sketch. It's t-shirt/pin idea. Melon. It says melancholy,
Right.
and it's half a melon and half a cauliflower.
Oh, God.
That's
You see the picture? It's good.
That's the most Etsy thing I've ever heard in my life.
Well, yeah. A lot of these ideas, and then you just Google it and you go, oh, everyone's already fucking done it. It's annoying.
Oh,
What
gosh.
about song title, Glass Half Numpty?
Yeah, I like that.
What about Boy Who Cried Milf? Good idea, isn't it? That's another name for a
That's just a
TV
title
show.
that's just a title of a 45-minute porn film.
Boy Who Cried
Oh,
Milf.
Paul, why are you not
Yeah,
still a
exactly.
solo artist? This could be perfect.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean not?
Hang on a sec.
Oh no, you've given up. You've definitely given up. No, stop.
Have I?
No, yeah, you have.
Stop.
Please do. Please stop.
Stop. Just stop it.
Just stop.
You're not doing anyone any favours. Just stop.
Look, Paul, the world does not need the boy who cried MILF. Okay.
Yes, they do. What's the synopsis for that TV show?
What, a
Um,
boy who
boy-
called MILF.
A boy,
Is it kind of like
Gotta
a
be
bit?
sexy,
Is it a
isn't
bit
it?
like The Graduate, but he's been basically telling everyone that he's been hooking up with old women for years, and then when he actually does, no one believes him.
And then the MILF eats him.
Yeah. Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Good.
Idiot Check is the podcast that my mom listens to.
I recently watched that Tom Hanks movie, Beautiful Day in the Neighborhood.
Oh, yeah.
And then decided that I wanted to be a better person, which lasted for
God.
about 4 hours. And then I realised that's not going to happen.
Well, can I just ask? I'm just curious. What was the bit after 4 hours? What made you realise it wasn't working?
I realised that people annoy me too much.
Right. So you just punch someone in the face.
And like
It's not your fault.
for 4 hours, I was like, when someone did something annoying, like I've been like, that's just you doing you. There's no reason why that should make me feel anything at all. You just do your thing, mate. You go ahead and do that thing. That's absolutely fine. I'm over here. I'm good. And then after about 4 hours, just ate away
punched
at me,
him.
and I was just like, oh, fucking twat.
I stabbed him.
Oh,
Right.
God. People annoy me too much. Although there's a thing in the film where Mr. Rogers, the way he deals with people, or not people, but being annoyed or being hateful and controlling it is by just slamming his hands onto the end of the piano, just making a big
Yeah.
and that's a cool idea. But I don't have a piano, so
What's the sort of cryptic summary of that? Happy bloke smack punches a piano.
yeah. But anyway,
Tricky.
you should watch that film, mate. It's pretty good.
That sounds shit.
It's the idiot check, it's the idiot check. Have we accounted for all those idiots yet? It's the idiot check, it's the idiot check. Oh dear, they've all gone.
I got a bit in trouble because I was trying to say, you know, the film, the TV series Big Little Lies.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was called, and I sort of went.
You call it Big Little Women?
Nah, I called it Dirty Little Women. I was trying to think of what it was, and I went, dirty pretty Dirty Little Women.
Right. Thanks for that, Paul.
All right.